awards presentation. And so how are we going to do this? The award presenter will make a short remark about 3 minutes, and then the issuance of the award. And then the person who is in charge or over the sector of that particular division or category of the award will be the one to announce the award. So at this stage, I'm very humbled to invite Honorable Prince Moy, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, to present there. And Thomas Jala will also.
Thank you very much. Honorable Charles Bright, Economic Advisor to the President, my colleague, Honorable Thomas Fowler, Acting Director General Teknondi Saki, and members of the LRA family, our young Mayor, Mayor Koji, our development partners, UC, World Bank, EU, and our distinguished taxpayer. Firstly, I want to say on behalf of the National Legislature, thank you ever so much for the fact that the Constitution gives us the right as first branch of government to appropriate. Our appropriation is based on the assumptions that the Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning provide us. So in actuality, we don't see the money, but they come and tell us, look, this will come from the goods and services tax, this will come from real estate, and this will come from different sources. And then we relied on their expertise to do appropriation to different ministries and agencies. So, in short, our taxpayers are very important to the growth and development of our country. But when I listen to our partner, the USAID director here, stressing the need that taxpayers should see the work of their taxes they pay. That's good. But we are in an economy that is quite tight. Our tax revenue, our revenue envelope is quite tight in the sense that this fiscal year that ended, you have a wage bill of more than $280 million, out of 400 and some more million raised domestically. So if you do your math, not even considering the running costs of the government, just by paying teachers, doctors, nurses, and ministers and honorables of the legislatures, you have consumed almost 60 to 70% of your domestic revenue. So you see how limited we are to develop based on our local collection. This is why we have always asked our development partners to come in and assist us to help in some of the areas that we really, really need our country to open up. So with that said, we want to also give thanks to the LRA for this wonderful initiative. When our taxpayers are motivated at these kind of occasions, I'm quite sure in the long run, we're going to increase our revenue base, and based on that, we can venture in other areas of needs as it relates to our development initiative. So we'll now call on Mr. Thomas Jala to call the names of those that are highest contributor per county from the
businesses from the counties. Our selection was based on the best compliance taxpayer. Being best compliant means taxpayers who have complied with all of the due dates. That is, on a monthly basis, they pay the taxes annually and quarterly. So we did a selection of 14 businesses in the 14 counties. I'm now going to call up their names. Benu Kona Business Center from Lofa County. Body. Abid Diallo Business Center, highest contributor from Grand Crew County. Mohammed S. Bar Business Center, highest contributor, River G County. Valentine Bar and Restaurant, highest contributor, Grand Bassa County. Sano Rice Stove, highest contributor, Sano County. We now call upon Jungle Water, highest contributor, Lima County.
Thank you very much.
We also appreciate Kakata Business Center, highest contributor, Margibi County. We'll call upon Suleiman Diallo Business Center, highest contributor, Grand Cape Mount County. We appreciate B2 Group of Enterprise, highest contributor, Grand Jita County. We say a big thank you to Save the People Restaurant, highest contributor, Bapolu County. We call upon the Terminal Medical Clinic, highest contributor, Bon County.
My own county. Congratulations.
Your county?
Yeah.
This is appreciate Mary Mew, highest contributor, Bomi County. We call upon Liberia Business Incorporated, highest contributor, Riverside County.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We will invite the host chair on Ways, Means and Finance, Honorable Thomas Fada, who will present awards in the highest category of the real estate. And he will be assisted by Asabi Stephen, who is the Assistant Commissioner for Real Estate Tax Division. Welcome.
For and on behalf of the Ways, Means and Finance Committee of the Legislature, I'd like to join the LRA family to say congratulations to all of our taxpayers. Congratulations to all of us as taxpayers, but it's good that we note here today that in every given situation there must be someone that there are a group of people that have performed excellent as taxpayers. In my mind, it is from this backdrop that the LRA family today in recognition of our brothers and sisters that did extremely well. So I'd like to say, like all of us said, words cannot be overemphasized, only to say congratulations and give you a pat on the back. Encourage all of us that did not do well next time so that we can do excellent, so that we can also be recognized in similar manner. Thank you so much, congratulations, and wish you well.
It has been said that gratitude is the happiest of all human emotion. So I am humble and pleased to announce the award recipients from the Real Estate Tax Division to be awarded the certificates in the following category. 2016-17 highest contributor, commercial property tax, is Boulevard Palace Hotel located in Cinco, Monrovia.
I'd like to say congratulations, keep it up.
2017-16 highest contributor, residential property tax, Andrew Fala, Foya, Lufa County. 2016-17 vacant land real property tax, Francis Cooper, Monrovia, Liberia. No, I don't think so. Francis Cooper, are you here? Our representative? Real property tax is Momolo, Dukley V, Salif, Simeco, Masharado County. Are you here? Okay. Wow. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
We will invite honorably Eric F. Noah, Anthony Eric F. Noah, Assistant Minister for Administration and Public Safety, Ministry of Justice, to present the most compliant taxpayers in medium tax, small tax, and petty trader, and he will be assisted by Mr. Darlingston Y. Tolerant, Commissioner of Domestic Tax.
Thank you. Honorable Moy, and members of the High Table, our development partners, administration of the Liberia Revenue Authority, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings on behalf of Honorable Joanne Nancy Cassell, who extend her profound appreciation to all the honorees here today for meeting up with their tax obligation and having confidence in the LRA system. I would also like to admonish you to continue on this path and encourage others to follow suit. Tax paying stimulates national development and is everybody's business. I thank you.
So in addition to the certificates, we will also be giving 1-year tax clearance certificates to both the highest contributor, the most compliant taxpayer in every category, and also at with respect to our customs department. So every awardee will also receive a tax clearance certificate valid for 360 days. Please check our staff after the program. You will sign for your individual tax clearance certificates. Thank you. This Tetra Tech is one of the 3 most compliant taxpayer in medium tax. Tetra Tech. Again, Alumino Casa Incorporated, medium tax, one of the most compliant taxpayer. This is followed by Monroe Chicken. Monroe Chicken, one of the most compliant taxpayer in medium tax. All right, we now go to Smart Tax. One of the most compliant taxpayer is Smart Tech Incorporated. Smart Tech Incorporated. John Building Materials. Smart Tax, most compliant taxpayer. This is followed by Kumba Joseph, most compliant petty trader. Kumba Joseph.
All right, thank you very much.
Dr. Sir, thank you so much, and I'm adding up congratulations. And at this stage, we will invite Honorable Samora Wolokori, Deputy Minister for Fiscal Affairs, Minister of Finance and Development Planning, who will present the net batch of awards in the natural resource sector, most compliant taxpayer, and the highest contributor. And he will be assisted by Honorable Talari.
We'd like to use the occasion to congratulate all those who have come today to be appreciated by the Liberia Revenue Authority. And we'd like to say congratulations, and I stand by very prepared to present those awards. And we hope that those of you who have come today to be appreciated will form a part of the listing for the next Appreciation Day program. Thank you very much.
So quickly, in the natural resource tax category, we call Firestone Liberia being the most compliant taxpayer in our natural resource tax section. Firestone Liberia. And then for our highest contributor to our natural resource taxes, we call on ArcelorMittal Liberia. ArcelorMittal Liberia, our highest contributor for our natural resource.
Congratulations. I now have the honor to invite to this podium the mayor of the city of Monrovia, Honorable Jefferson Koji, to present the next batch of award, and he will be assisted by the Commissioner of Customs, Sir Samuel.
When they call the category of business people to come and receive the award, and let me just say to we Liberians, you get most of the corner counties and you get to realize who is in charge of our economy. I will not name, I just want you to look very keenly as we Liberians. At this occasion, you take lessons back home. When people are called here, it teaches us a lesson about those who are the movers and shakers of our economy. I hope our lesson here must serve as a sense of stimulation so that we begin to move faster than we can imagine. The second one, I would like to appeal to the LRA for this brilliant initiative, very important. And I wish the president was here. It is a brilliant innovation. And I want to say to you, this initiative should be an annual initiative. That every year we come here and celebrate people who are prepared. And you say, our sister, leader said it very well. After a 10-hour drive in Kenya, the ordinary citizen in Kenya were very supportive. If a government succeeds, it's not just the people themselves willing to succeed. And how you succeed, it is about these initiatives that you people get involved into. The third aspect, I want to say thank you to our recipient tonight. Today, you have taught us a lesson, even our government officials. Let not our position prevent us to be taxpayers. Even those in the various sectors, I say to you, you remain our true unsung hero. You are our true patriot. By virtue of the fact that you've been very much disciplined in becoming tax compliant. Let me say to you, as mayor of the city, we are listening with LRA to work with you very closely and to ensure that you continue on this path. Thank you ever so much for the opportunity.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Tonight we'll be looking at 4 categories for customs. The first category has to do with importers, the highest contributing importers. Not necessarily the input value, but your contribution, the contribution of that input value to taxes. That includes input duties and taxes. And of those importers, they're split in 2. We have the highest contributing taxpayer or importer in terms of those who are trading in the petroleum industry. And the second category has to do with those highest contributors in the area of those who are importing general merchandise. To begin with, and before I go to that, the third category has to do with the most compliant importer. And the fourth category has to do with our intermediaries, who are the custom brokers. We want to be awarding the 3 or 4, I think, most compliant custom brokers. And the reason why we are doing this is to encourage everybody who are proxying on behalf of importers to be a lot more compliant, because the more compliant custom brokers are, the easier it is for the customs administration to administer the customs code. And I forgot one category, which I think is the fifth category. It has to do with the county that contributed most to border revenue. Border revenue meaning we have 6 counties where we have officially approved customs routes. There are 6 counties in the country. The county which contributed the most will be awarded tonight. And the reason why we're doing this is to encourage that county and its officials and its people to work with the LRA in fighting and combating tax evasion, smuggling, and awardee will serve as a motivation to other counties where our own citizens in those counties will help us to tackle, to fight smuggling. So the highest contributor in terms of the petroleum industry, the highest contributor, I'm happy to invite Total Liberia. And Total Liberia contributed 10 million US dollars in the reporting fiscal year to import revenue. Because it's a sector that has very few number of participants, I think up to 5 or 6, we only awarded 1 company. In the category of general merchandise, we are awarding 3 persons beginning with the highest. And I'm happy to invite Abijadi and Azad Trading Corporation. Abijadi and Azad Trading Corporation contributed 7.9 million in that fiscal year. I'd like to invite the second highest contributor in the general merchandise category, A to Z Corporation, which contributed 5.7 million.
Thank you.
And the third in that category is Fwani Brothers, which also contributed 5.7 million. In the category of most compliant importer, having reviewed all the compliance indicators, I invite tonight Afropar, which has been named as the highest, the best, what should I say, best or most compliant importer. Thank you, Afropar. The next category we'll be looking at the most compliant custom brokers. In this category, there is no ranking, but we've named all of them to be compliant. I'm happy to invite Safeway Cargo, I'm also happy to invite DSA Group. And join me in inviting, for the second year in role, Liberia Clearing as one of the most compliant custom brokers. Finally, in this category, I'd like to invite Fighter International Clearing Agency. Is Fighter here? In the final category of the county which contributed the most in terms of border revenue, we'd like to invite the County Authority of Nimba. Nimba County has 2 land borders comprising Ganta and Logatua, and these 2 borders combined contributed $1 million US to border revenue during the fiscal year that we're giving awards for. And that amount constitutes almost 50% of total border revenue from the 6 land border counties. We'd like to congratulate Nimba for that contribution. Thank you.
I don't know whether I can call this the biggest one, but I'm very, very privileged to invite to this stage Honorable Charles Bright. He's the economic advisor to the President of the Republic of Liberia. His Excellency George Manawia, who will present awards in the highest tax contributor and the most compliant nationwide. And he will be assisted by our able officers in charge, Honorable Deputy T.K. Saki.
Up from, I think, 30 last year. We'd like this number to increase exponentially so that next year or the year after next, in the next 3 or 4 years, we can be up over 200, 300, 400 taxpayers that are being fully compliant. We thank all of you for your own commitment and dedication. And as was stated earlier, the idea that you have voluntarily paid your taxes and paid your taxes in such large amounts. Liberia is grateful. And the thing about it though, that those taxpayers whose figures were stated here this evening, we appreciate what you've done and that you are compliant, but we appreciate the smallest taxpayer just as much, because you only pay taxes on what you earn. If you don't earn millions of dollars, you cannot pay millions of dollars worth of taxes. And so now I will ask the officer in charge of the LRA, Honorable Deputy King Saki, to assist us in presenting the necessary awards pertaining to this aspect of the program.
Most compliant taxpayer countrywide 2016-2017. Certificate of appreciation presented to Activa International Insurance Company Limited. Second highest national contributing taxpayer. Certificate of appreciation presented to Monrovia Breweries Incorporated, silver taxpayer. Highest national contributing taxpayer 2016-2017 certificate of appreciation presented to Orange Liberia Incorporated, the gold taxpayer.
Another rounds of applause, the big one.
As stated, we do appreciate all the taxes that have been voluntarily paid. It's challenging and it's difficult, it's unnecessary, and it's undesirable to have to go after taxpayers when they are not compliant. It's costly also. And I would like us to give a big round of applause to our hard-working people at the Liberia Revenue Authority for all that they've done. All that they've done in this last fiscal year, and that they will continue to do, we are sure, in the current fiscal year. We thank our former president, Mrs. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, for having initiated the separation of the Liberia Revenue Authority from the Ministry of Finance. The autonomy has proven to be very, very beneficial to Liberia and to the taxpayers as well as the tax administrators. We also like to recognize the efforts of the former Commissioner General, Mrs. Elfrida Tamba, who served brilliantly as the administrator, the first administrator of the LRA. She, of course, together with her deputies, the current officer in charge, Mrs. Dekanti Saki, Mr. Oliver Rogers, and all of the LRA family have facilitated and contributed to this program that we are all here today participating in. The electronic method that is enhancing our tax collection and tax payment. All of us who have contributed to its organization and implementation, we say thank you, and we do recognize it. Perhaps next year we'll have an award for the first electronic taxpayer, because I think it was in these same halls that His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah Sr. was the first to pay his real estate taxes electronically. And so, Mr. President, we thank you for your efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed taxpayers, thank you all very much.
So at this point in time, we will call on the most or the highest contributing taxpayer to make a special remark on behalf of all of our honorees tonight. Orange.
Okay, all protocol observed. I was not expecting to have a statement today, but in our side, Orange, paying our tax for us is a normal thing, is our duty. We are complying in all of our operations with tax, with all the law where we operate. For us, is our duty, and also telecommunication, as mentioned by the advisor for the president, our tool, mobile money, is a tool for tax collection also. So we are proud to help to deliver the government proper agenda. Also for our colleagues, for all of our taxpayers awarded today, I would say thanks to LRA, thanks to Liberian government and all the authorities, and thanks to the president of Liberia. We are proud. We are continuing to play our role to help Liberia to grow for more development. Thank you again.
Distinguished platform guests, Madam Ambassador, ministers, honorary, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Liberia Revenue Authority, I extend a hearty thanks to all of you that have gathered here this evening and participated in the second annual hosting of this all-national event, the Taxpayer Appreciation Day. We are to the various speakers for being with us on the occasion this evening. Your gracious presence, kind words, and high motivations for the LRA. We want to take up the challenge as indicated by the World Bank speaker relative to closing the tax gap between our GDP and tax ratio. We can assure you that the LRA will work tirelessly to converge with other countries in the region. To each of the 39 honorees, I say a big thank you. Your actions in 2016-2017 is a clear demonstration of your commitment as being a good taxpayer, a national builder, and a key fulcrum for the support of the government proper agenda. We want to encourage you to continue. Also, I must mention our deep appreciation to our development partners for their continuous support towards Liberia's domestic resource mobilization. Particular thank you to the United Nations Development Program, as well as the multi-donor basket, the IPFMRP, for their support in the development of the strategy for our domestic resource mobilization. Once again, attention is drawn to the level of cooperation and support we have continued to receive from the RG3 USAID project, and for the co-sponsorship. We truly appreciate your support and wholeheartedly welcome the continuous cooperation. Additionally, we wish to extend our gratitude to members of the Diplomatic Corps, officials of government, and invited guests for their presence and participation. Thank you for being with us in our endeavors to enhance voluntary compliance and close the tap gap to ensure that we collect the revenue needed to support the government. Further, we are grateful and like to express our sincere thanks to the media for the coverage of this event. We encourage the continuous and professional engagement with the LRA. Finally, I would like to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to the LRA staff and the organizing team for a job well done. This event hosting owes it to your efforts, careful planning, support, enormous coordination and cooperation. As I cannot thank everyone in particular for their involvement and their willingness to be a part of this historic and noteworthy event of Liberia and the LRA, please accept this vote of thanks individually. I thank you.
Did we clap for him? Thank you so much. So at this stage, we will invite. We now call on the awardees to come and line up here, and the high table will remain here. Standing, please. Stand behind them, and then we'll have the show.
So the high table will remain seated and be served.
The high table will remain seated to be served.
Oh, you turn to the back. You should be on the side. I just want to let you know about Liberia Revenue Authority. If you want to be free, just like me, come join me and pay your tax. The revenue law, the revenue law. LRA, Liberia Revenue Authority is here for everyone. Hello, I'm talking to you. Revenue Authority is here to administer and enforce the revenue laws in accordance with the code for the purpose of assessing, collecting, auditing, and accounting for national revenues to facilitate legitimate type of government like that of the current representative of the president in the hall, Charles Bright, with the Lord Mayor of the city of Monrovia, Jefferson Koji, and of course the current ORC officer in charge, Deputy T. Kinsaki, along with other commissioners like from European Union, and the taxpayers themselves. It has been a great event, having them being brought here to be honored. Second time going since last year, this start. And this one is one of many ways of encouraging taxpayers in paying their fair share into government coffers. Hello, this is Tax Talk, and my name is Alvin Jazz.
I'm talking to you. Maintain and publish tax and trace statistics. Reporting of income and tax evasion. They wanna minimize your tax compliance costs. Fair collection of the revenue with transparency and integrity and better services. Ensure professional management of tax. Ensure compliance with the code through policy. Procedure that discourage illicit trading. False declaration. Picado. Liberia Revenue Authority is here for everyone. Hello, I'm talking to you.